Hello friends, this is Jasu Bakuhatsu. Welcome back to Mega Man. Let's play Mega Man Unlimited even. Yeah, we just left off at Yo-Yo Man. Yeah, not one of my favorite levels in the game. Coming up next, definitely not one of my favorite levels in the game. Nitro Man. This is... Actually, yeah, this is one of the cooler Robot Master designs in the game, in my opinion. I don't know, something about him seems maybe a bit off. I can't quite place it. I'm not sure if he'd belong in a regular Mega Man game. I don't know. I don't know why I bother talking about, like, visual aesthetics anyways. Why is there even weapon energy there? What would you run out of at this stage in the level? Just noticed that. Anyways, and these bolts are easy to get. Why do they... I think those are, like, the only bolts in the game that are just, like, wide out, like, just there in the open and don't require you to risk death for. The gimmick of this stage is everything explodes. I'm not even going to pretend to know anything about chemistry. Explodey liquid from the ceiling drops down and explodes. Birds with giant puffed out chests fly at you and explode. Or explode when... So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you jump too high, you will get hit there. And same with the mines in Tanks Man stage. Later on we'll come to this, but I don't think that those droplets on the ceiling are quite big enough, and it's kind of irritating sometimes, just that I'll just completely fail to notice one and run into it. So yeah, same thing, yeah, there, that irritated me in Tank Man stage, irritates me here, and then the platforms also explode when you jump on them and send you flying upwards. And this is tricky, because you might expect that it's like, okay, if I get on it, it'll shoot me up, and I just jump or walk off before it can. But no, if you don't slide there, you are done. It's like if you try to walk off the edge, you won't make it in time. If you try to jump up, you are totally done. Yeah, it's got to slide off that, no matter what. And as soon as possible, too. The timing on that is just ridiculously tight. I can't believe... Tighter than frankly, I'd expect from a Mega Man game, to be honest. And now this. Oh, right, and I've got this as well. Okay. Okay, that's another situation where it's like you're hurrying along, but you gotta get, like, at just the right spot. And you might want to go on this ladder here, but actually... Comet dash to the left, and there's the hidden area for the Yoku letter. I don't remember. I hope to God there's a checkpoint here, because... Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is the same gravity gimmick that I believe was used in Gravity Man stage in Mega Man 5. Shit! This happens to me all the time, especially when I'm upside down. Okay, I do get the checkpoint. That is uncharacteristically generous of them. There is no way... I don't think there's a checkpoint this early in any other level in the game, but yeah. This whole section is very precarious, and the upside-downness, because of my controller, makes it very easy to accidentally slide while you're upside down when you want to jump. Fuck. And these things explode also when you shoot them, not just when you jump on them. That is actually critical knowledge for when you're on the main path of the level. But yeah, that's basically, yeah, the gimmick with this level is just absolutely everything explodes. And then, actually, this whole gravity gimmick only appears in this side area. You do not encounter it until much later in the game. It doesn't occur in the main stage at all here. And this next section is just, it's like I really don't want to go all the way back, so I mainly... Actually, I would cheese these jumps if I could with Rush Jet. You can't actually use Rush Jet or Rush Coil while you're upside down, so that's the other thing, is if you kind of want to cheese, like this, again, it's basically the same gimmick as the overhead spike thing that I've always been complaining about. If you jump too high here, gravity flips, and shit! Fuck. I wanted to get off there because yeah, apparently you can't change your facing when you're on Rush Jet, and I knew I'd want to face the other direction for the enemy that was coming up. So I wanted to jump off there, but I jumped up and into the gravity, and yeah, once again, just a lot of times this game will just employ like some sort of unique gimmick that's like really fun and creative, but then it'll just employ it to just bounce you into spikes or something like that. Yeah, that whole, like, bouncy platform thing, the main thing that they use it for is to bounce you into spikes. They have a gravity gimmick, and the main thing that they use it for is to send you into spikes or pits. That's just every single unique, cool gimmick in the game, practically, is employed in the service of making you die instantly by pit or spikes. It's... I mean, on any individual stage, I wouldn't complain about it too much, but it's just prevalent throughout so much of the game. So, okay, I want to face the correct direction this time so that I'm ready to deal with this bird. Oh, shit. Okay. Barely survived. I could just rush coil up there if I could rush coil while upside down, but... Okay. Still, I think our overall strategy was sound. We just need to place ourselves somewhat upright. Just up a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer to be able to deal with the Birdman right away. And then there's that. And so yeah, this is sort of what I was talking about earlier, how the side path for the Yoku that are... Actually, let's just rush jet again. I don't know why I just don't rush jet through everything. Probably because this is an LP and I should be showing off the game the way it was meant to be played. But, you know. If they didn't want us to use rush jet... There is no even if there. They definitely want us to be using rush jet, as we will... Oh wow, I thought we would be joining up with the main path here. So, okay, this is a little bit of a puzzle, maybe? I think I want to... Actually, no, it isn't. Yeah, this is very... Or is it? Actually, you know what I can do is I can just cheese this with a rush coil. And I actually really don't need to go into the menu there to rush coil. Just... Oh, here we've got a full-blown E-tank. I do not have the slightest idea how to even get up there, so... Goodbye, E-tank. You are, for all I know, the only full E-tank in the game. What is the point of all this, even? Am I... Oh, I get it. So yeah, I think... So yeah, going for that E-tank isn't instant death. You just fall down into that... So it's, yeah, I think you have to set up those blocks down up there, on the screen above, in order to get that E-tank. And which way am I going? I'm going this way. Or not. Second time is the charm. But, yeah, just a lot of this level is really difficult. But we skipped the worst parts of it, for sure. In fact, this might be another situation where I kind of want to... Oh, shit. And yeah, I didn't even see that freaking thing there, and now I'm gonna die! Okay. Yeah, we definitely skipped the trickiest parts of the level. And actually, this is a level it's not quite as high on the instant death hazards as some of the other levels, but it is high on the things that will explode in your face and make you take tons of damage. I think I died more so on damage in this level than in any of the others. Although this is a nice... Oh yeah, I didn't jump quite. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. No, we're going through the other secondary path through the level. Because yeah, I guess only one checkpoint per level, per path through the level. I almost wish they'd have put it further, to be honest. So yeah, we'll go the regular way through the level this time. I'll just save, just because, you know, I got my letter. That's worth remembering. And yeah, this time the standard path through the level. Because yeah, that was a ton of level that I covered there, and I was like I'm pretty sure I was right before the boss doors, and I just got kicked, like, straight back to the beginning. That is an awful place for a checkpoint. That is, like, awful. Like, most of the checkpoints in this game are, like, kind of... I mean, I guess they're where they should be, considering that there's only one per level. But considering how long and difficult the levels are, I think there just need to be more checkpoints. That alone, I think, would alleviate a lot of the frustration I had with this game my first time through. Whoa, shit. See, right there, yeah, that does like a decent bit of damage, and... Yeah, instead of instant death on every screen, it's constant explodey damage on every screen, which is a bit difficult to deal with, and actually, Comet Dash. I think we'll do the trick here, because there's health up here that I want. See, like I said, Comet Dash, good weapon, good for getting... And if that were, like, over there were just a bit trickier to get, it might be worth dashing over there, too. Just like a lot of areas where it's, yeah, this I hate as well. That's just, okay, it didn't happen again. But it's like, yeah, the Scorpion, it walks forward a bit so that you end up scrolling it off screen. And if you walk, it like forces you back. And then because it forced you back, it ends up respawning. That's just complete bullshit. One of the big reasons why I really don't like this level that much. Here we've got spikes again. At least it's not exploding. Because, you know, everything... actually, it would be better if it exploded, I think. Everything that's in this level needs to explode. The birds, the little nitroglycerin capsules, those scorpions definitely need to explode. And actually, it took me a while to realize that you could explode these things by shooting them, which will come up later in the level. Like this right here is basically where I was forced to sort of figure it out through trial and error, because this section here is nearly impossible if you do not shoot those little capsules surrounding the ladder there. And there's a section coming up where it's also very tricky, almost basically a sort of puzzle coming up here. So yeah, what the hell do I do with this? Oh shit, well first of all I want to get that one up and not screw it up. Shit. And yeah, this is again, it's not instant death, but every time you screw it up, you take a lot of damage. Okay, there it is. So, I could rush jet it, but I kind of want to show it off, because it's a bit neat, to be honest. It's not often that you... Oh god, maybe I shouldn't have shown it off, because I think the checkpoint... So what do I do here? Because I need to jump up there, but... So what you do is you... Oops, missed it. It's a very precise shot that you need... Because if you jump on these platforms, it's just... You're done. You need to start again. These two platforms nearest to me, you need to shoot right through that gap and hit that one, and that sets off the chain reaction and clears away the ladder and leaves you your two platforms that you need to jump up there. Maybe I spoke too soon about the bolts. Because yeah, it seemed like I remember there being bolts in other levels that were just like totally hazardous to your health to get. And okay, fine, I'll take your stupid little ride. Because yeah, I want bolts, because I kind of want to stock up on stuff for the Wily stages that are, you know, fast approaching. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, this again. This one's especially irritating because it's... Oh, and that tiny little frickin' thing in the ceiling. It waits, too, actually. It's like, it starts dropping very frequently once it starts, but it's like after you scroll it on screen, there's just a moment where it just kind of hesitates before it starts to drop. And because of that, I never know when they're there. Like, if it just started I guess maybe if it started instantly, it would just drop right on you without you realizing, but at least the drop is there in plain sight, and you can sort of get out of the way, but yeah, I don't know, it's just, unless I memorize this level, I'm just never gonna... Yeah, here's not so bad, because by the time I reach the drops, they've already started exploding. But yeah, if you just come up to a drop unimpeded, and then something kind of slows you down, it's just... Don't even notice those things. They're so tiny. It's like literally 2 pixels high there. It's just, yeah, really should have had those drops on the ceiling bigger there. And this is another thing, like, it was really fun to figure out the first time through. It's a nice little bit of puzzling, which is not something you see often in Mega Man games, but it's kind of... It's like once you've done it once, I'm kind of over it, but you still gotta make that shot and wait for the explosions. Okay, remembered it that time. Almost got hit there. But yeah, you've kind of got to wait out those explosions every time you play through the level. It's like every time you die, you've got to go through that again, and that's a lot of what sort of irritates me about the game. It's just a lot of busy work on easy parts of the level that you end up having to just wait for stuff or go through slightly tedious stuff over and over again because you keep dying at the difficult stuff. And here again, yeah, if you slide too soon there, you can actually slide... Oops, screwed that up. If you slide too soon on that one, you can actually end up going into the Nitro. So this is actually a bit tricky. Because yeah, if you jump too far forward there, because contact on the sides of those will set them off as well. So if you jump too far forward on that last jump, you will set off the second one, and as is often the case with tricky hazards in this game, it will cause you to lose your platforms and fall into the Nitro and die. Okay, I remembered this from last time. And for once, an easy quarter of an E-tank. Not that it matters, because there aren't enough quarter E-tanks left in the game, I don't think, for us to finish a whole one. Okay, and right, this was the part where we died last time. And we did die to lack of health, but actually it didn't matter, because I think those spikes really didn't need to be there. This late into the... What are those spikes on the... This here, I almost... This time I remember. That is the first time I've remembered those there. Every single time I've just walked right into the exit. And it's like, oh, why isn't... And then it explodes right on me, and I end up having less health for Nitro Man, who, now that I think of it, I have never beaten this guy with just the Buster. Oh, okay, and oh, shit. The gimmick with this guy is basically precise shots. If you hit the tank of Nitro on his head, like that, it's like if he basically becomes volatile. I think he takes a bit of extra damage too, but basically if you hit the Nitro on his head, then he sort of starts flashing, and if you hit it 3 times, he self-destructs, and you both die. So yeah, he does take extra damage there, so there is some benefit. I actually really like this boss. He's really simple, but there's a bit of risk-reward. It's really simple, but, like, yeah, that's all he does, is, just flies around and shoots that thing at you whenever he lands, and if he flies above you, he shoots that thing down. But it's, yeah, you really gotta be careful with your shots, which is really unique. It's... shit. Oh, okay. I don't think I set him off there. This reminds me a lot of Pharaoh Man for some reason. Oh man, I could die here. I could lose all my life. I did save the E-tanks for just such an occasion. I kind of like to not use them. Actually, E-tanks won't help me if I set off his little head self-destruct there, so I might... it kind of reminds me of Pharaoh Man in that it's just his attack pattern, it's really predictable when he's going to fire, and you wouldn't think it would be easy, but you've got to predict the shot. You can't dodge it on reaction. You've got to predict the shot, and that's the challenge of the entire fight. Oh god, shit. Working out the timing. Okay, gotta be super duper careful. Actually, I think I can use the same 2-shot rule I used for Rainbow Man. Just 1, 2, jump. Actually, I think I only got 1 shot there. As long as he doesn't come to jump. Actually, the thing that makes it really tricky, same as with Pharaoh Man, is that the timing on your jump is... The timing that you need to jump is varies depending on how far you are from the boss. So that's a pretty simple boss, but really tricky to time the jumps over there, just because it's really precise. And you've kind of got to predict it, but exactly when you need to jump changes depending on how far the boss is from you. Plus, you've got your precise shots to deal with. Can't hit the head too many times, but yeah, I definitely did do extra damage there from hitting him on his little head capsule, so that's really cool. So it's a really neat creative boss. The bosses in general in this game are... I mean, they're not the greatest, I think. I think I've done a fairly decent job of giving my impressions of the bosses so far. And yeah, that was my first time Buster-onlying Nitro Man. That was actually a good fight, I think. One of the better ones in the game, I think. So, will that hold up when we come to Jetman, the final robot master? Find out next time!